stuff taped down and oh.
Here, you know.
I need some tape. I need just stuff to. Mic check. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. Mic check. All right, cool. Thank you. All right, bye.
Shoot, I don't know.
Judd, I'm tethering it down. I got a tether for it.
Who had that tape earlier? Oops.
That's not going anywhere. Judd, it's in place.
How did you? Oh, I see.
I just kind of like roped it around. Sorry, I roped it around.
Trying to figure out the
Yeah.
best way for this.
Yep, and just kind of like, yep, there you go. And then just kind of, there you go. That's what I did with this one. This ain't going anywhere.
Cool. Okay. Thank you.
It ain't going anywhere. It's tethered.
Someone's gonna knock them off. I know they are. Okay, that. All right. Now, what's the game plan? They're probably not gonna be on time.
Yeah, they're already gone.
I'm not hearing anything. Yeah. Okay, there we go, cool. Okay, cool, thank you, I appreciate it. Bye.
Mic check 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3.
I don't think they necessarily need me to.
I don't know, just to be prepared to.
I mean, if they do, I'll just run up and just grab them.
Yeah.
And again,
Yeah, that's why I got 2 mics up there. So.
it's only 4:48, so.
Well, yeah, I figure if they start in the next minute, they're still going to be talking probably by the time we go on the air.
Everybody ready? You all ready?
Ready? Yep.
Yeah.
What I want to do is
Just feel free. Yeah, here.
Yeah, mic check 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? Mic check 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? They're walking up. It looks like it's Superintendent Diana Green. Bunch of other people, so just really, they're walking up.
You guys ready?
We're ready.
Actually, come a little closer to them. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we can hear you.
A little bit closer if you could.
All right, good evening. I'm Lieutenant Damone with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office Violent Crime Unit. On October 9th, 2020, at approximately 2 p.m., school board police officers assigned to Ribault High School responded to the report of someone shot. Witnesses on campus pointed to a suspect, and officers on scene were able to take him into custody without incident. They were also able to retrieve a firearm nearby. The adult male victim was transported to a local hospital. Violent crime unit detectives responded and are coordinating a joint investigation with the school board police. The investigation is in the early stages. However, the adult male suspect will be charged with the felony possession of a firearm on school property charge, and other charges are pending.
Lieutenant, what was the motive?
We don't know that at this time.
You said adult male victim. Do you mean, was that person a student? They were 18? Is that what you're calling an adult? Or?
Yes, they were a student, but they were also an adult.
Is there any indication that this was an accidental shooting, that two students may have been playing with a gun? That's what we're kind of hearing.
At this time, like I said, it's early in the investigation, and we'll be figuring that out tonight and into the next coming days.
But I guess what I'm asking, based on your preliminary investigation, does it look deliberate?
Again, at this time, we can't say whether it is or it isn't.
Lieutenant, was the adult male suspect also a student?
Yes.
We're hearing possibly football players. Are you able to comment on that? And if there is a game tonight still because of this?
I cannot comment on that. School board personnel are here for that, but I don't know that at this time.
What's your understanding of how the gun got on campus?
That I don't know. Again, it'll be part of the investigation.
But non-life threatening?
Correct. There's non-life threatening. The victim's at the hospital with non-life threatening
Where
injuries.
exactly did, because we saw the crime scene in the back, but was it back outside or back on the backside indoors? Because that was a little confusing.
I was told it was in the back near the field house. That's all I know at this time.
Have you? What are the other witnesses? Were there other witnesses at the time when it happened?
There are witnesses, and they are being interviewed at this time as well.
And have they shed more light on what was happening right before the shooting?
At this time, investigators are interviewing anyone that has any valuable information, and we're continuing to investigate.
What's your message to parents tonight when they hear a student was shot on campus? I mean, a lot of parents out there are probably really nervous hearing that. So what would you tell them?
The only thing I would say is that we're conducting an investigation. The school board will deliver a message. The only message I have from law enforcement is, in my opinion, the officers here tonight or this afternoon did a great job of taking the suspect into custody, and thankfully there's only one person hurt at this time.
If we could get comment from Dr. Green or someone on the board.
This is Dr. Greg Bostic. He's the principal of the
Oh, okay.
school.
I understand. What's your name again?
Dr. Gregory Bostic.
I understand that because of this, there's going to be an upgrade in terms of security protocol. Can you talk about that going forward next week?
He'll start with an opening statement.
First of all, my thoughts and prayers goes out to the student who was injured. We understand it to be non-life-threatening injuries, and we are all thankful that it was not more serious. I also want to express my disappointment that one of our students made this life-changing decision to bring a firearm to the school. It is always difficult as an educator and a mentor to students to see a child who made a choice that could seriously impact his opportunity in the future. To all my other students who may see this, please do not follow this down through this path. We very much want our school campus to be a safe place for all students and all staff. Today we had a random backpack check, and that was one of the primary ways we deter people from bringing weapons on campus. We also rely on our students and other students and staff to say something if they know something. Until today, it has been very effective. Following the normal practices of our district, we have to implement daily searches of our students' belongings used as they walk through the school campus on Monday using metal detectors. I want to emphasize through this that this incident does not represent the character of this school of John Ribault High School. Last year, our students at this school produced a graduation rate of 96%. Ribault High School has outstanding young men and women who have a great future in front of them. If we need to do more to protect those futures, we will. I encourage our families and students to keep us informed if anything they think an individual may be a threat to our campus here at John Ribault High School. We will take the steps forward to implement daily, once again, daily searches using the metal detectors to strengthen our security so that our students and staff can be sure that it is a safe environment. And we will continue to work tirelessly to serve our students. I'm very disappointed. I can even say that I'm angry, but I'm mad all as well. But I know that what happened today, it does not represent our students here at John Ribault High School.
Did you ever see a day where you would have to take such measures at this school to ensure the safety? Having to go this route with the metal detectors and things like that?
Well, it's not just this day, any day that I want to make sure that our kids are safe. So if that's what we have to do, that's what we'll do. If we have to do it every day, because I want to ensure everybody that when students walk on this campus, this is a safe environment.
And Lieutenant, I wanted to ask you real quick, what charges is this one student facing, the specific charges so far?
The one charge that he's definitely going to be charged with today, it's a felony. It's possession of a firearm on school campus.
Lieutenant, do you know if they knew each other? Were they friends? What's their relationship?
Again, it's early in the investigation. I don't know their relationship, if they were friends or anything like that yet.
At the time of this shooting happened at 2 o'clock, were there a lot of people in the area? I mean, could it have potentially been a worse situation?
I don't know how many people were in the area. If there was a big crowd or anything like that, again, we're still investigating that at this time.
And just to confirm, these were two 18-year-old students, so they were adults, preferably, possibly seniors.
I don't know what grade they were in, but yes, they were adults.
And this happened around the time frame one more time?
Around 2 p.m. today.
Around 2 p.m.
And you said the weapon was found right there at the scene as well?
It was located nearby, yes.
How many rounds went off, do we know?
We are still investigating that at this time.
Lieutenant, I think you mentioned earlier, but if you can just reiterate, it's a night's game. Will there be more security? What can you tell us about that?
The game is not here on campus, so I'll let someone from the school board comment on that.
Yes, my name is Michael Edwards. I'm the Executive Director of the Duval County School Police Department. To answer your question, Ribault will be playing at Fletcher High School, and at that particular game, those officers are aware of the situation that has occurred here today. And with that, my staff is on high alert, and we are very vigilant when it comes to the safety and security of all students and as well as fans at our football game. But one of the things that I do want to emphasize is that this was not an active shooter situation. This was not a situation where we had an individual that came on our campus that did not belong on this campus. We have received no credible threats, no intelligence that this will be a continual situation. So with that, my staff is aware of everything that has taken place, and that we'll be working with the Beaches Law Enforcement Agency that will be working with us at the game as well.
Have you guys been able to?
At the game, or is it just out of an abundance of caution, or do you expect retaliation?
Say that again, ma'am.
Do you expect retaliation to happen because of the shooting, or is it just out of caution you're upping the security?
No, I mean, whenever we have a situation where we have a student that has been injured, regardless of the circumstances, then in law enforcement, our job is to make sure that we put measures in place to make sure that everybody's going to be safe. So this is just one of those measures where we share it with our staff, what happened here today, to put them on notice.
Quick question, actually there's two questions. One, any indication as to why the gun was brought on campus? And two, any indication as to where the gun came from?
Again, this investigation is being led by the Jacksonville Sheriff Office, so I'm not privileged to be able to share that information because those investigators are working under the supervision of Lieutenant DeMone. So I can't answer those questions.
As far as repercussions for the student within the school system, can you talk about that?
That'll be an answer. That's a question that can be handled by
Yeah, like,
Dr.
What
Bostic.
is the disciplinary, I mean, obviously, we know it's a felony, but what is the disciplinary action now that this student has been taken into custody? He's already facing a felony, possibly more. What happens next to the student?
Once we have the investigation is done, we follow this code of conduct. Whatever the student code of conduct says, that's what we will follow.
Did video surveillance capture the incident?
No, I don't believe it caught parts of it. So, we do have cameras around the school to make sure that it's a safe environment.
Did the school go on lockdown at all?
It was around the end of the school. It did not go on lockdown.
Dr. Bostic, could you speak directly to parents tonight that many of whom are wondering if their kids are safe at school?
I've already sent a message out to parents, letting them know that this is not an ongoing occurrence, and we do expect, as I said earlier, come Monday morning, we will have all students walk through a metal detector, and we may do that indefinitely to ensure that students are safe as they come on campus,
Roughly, could you tell us what's the student population here at Ribault?
We have about 1,400 students.
Thank you all very much.
Love it.